cocktails. We're still doing dry January, so we're still doing mocktails. And I have 3 really fun ones to show you, 2 of which are already on the castle menu. I didn't go over them last week, but I'm going to tonight. And we're doing one more that I actually came up with the other day. So we're going to play around with that. If you want to buy any of these mocktails that I'm about to make, you can order them online, toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. 2 of which are already on the menu, and those 2 are going to be the, I don't know how to pronounce this, Carcassonne Cup, and then the other one is the King Ludwig Sangria. So I have everything set up over here. How are we doing tonight, guys? Welcome to the chat. If you have any questions while I'm making any of these, feel free to drop them. I know not everybody is doing sober January, dry January, and I envy you. So I'll be telling you maybe some spirits that you could put into these to make them a little more fun. So I guess we can get started. I'm going to start off with the Carcassonne Cup.
The Carcassonne?
Carcassonne.
Does it have a lot of S's and a lot of N's in it?
Yes, it does.
It's Carcassonne.
Carcassonne.
It's French. So
it's French.
What? Say it with a slight accent.
What's it French for?
It's the name of a town.
It's the name of a town. Okay.
French. Carcassonne.
Carcassonne. We have Ben in the background. He'll be
Apparently, I'll be looking up the pronunciation.
Yeah, he's going to be my pronunciation guy. I don't think we're going to need help with King Ludwig, but Carcassonne is good. He'll just be helping me out in the back if I mess up. He'll also probably be asking me questions, and if you guys want to ask questions, feel free. So we're going to start off with the Carcassonne Cup. We have a comment from Carlin. King Ludwig's is her favorite. This one is probably the most popular mocktail we have right now. So I'm going to show you guys how to make it, and hopefully you can make it at home. And if you make any of these at home, take a photo of it, post it on Instagram, and tag the castle. In the meantime, again, if you want to order any of these drinks, starting off with the Carcassonne Cup, which is on the menu, toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. And if you can, support your bartender. You can Venmo me at Steven-Rudin. So here we go. We're going to start off with the Carcassonne Cup. So I have a rocks glass right here, and I believe this is a shaken drink. Yeah. Okay. So this one is going to be kind of like a gin and tonic, which I'm a big fan of gin and tonics. So I'm excited to try this one. I haven't tried it yet. So I'll start off with 1.5 ounces of lime juice. And we'll pour that into the big shaker. Put the small shaker right here. It says splash of OJ. That can literally mean anything. So I'm just going to go with another. We'll just do 1/2 ounce of that, so it's not too sweet. But because orange juice is less acidic than lime juice, I prefer the acidity. So I'm going to put the lime juice. I'm going to put more lime juice in there. So I went with 1.5 ounces, and then I'll do the 1/2 ounce of orange juice to sweeten it up a little bit. The next thing is simple syrup. Yep. So it says 2 pumps on the recipe sheet. I don't want this to be too sweet, so I'm going to do the same amount of simple syrup that I did orange juice, 1/2 ounce. And then that's it for what's going in the shaker. We're going to add ice to the small tin and shake it. Also going to add ice to my rocks glass. Rocks glass. And where did I put the small shaker? Right. Now, because there's citrus in this, we're going to want to shake it. All right. And we're only going to fill it up to about that much. And then we're going to top it off with tonic water. We're using Boylan Heritage tonic water. Fever Tree is really good. I love Fever Tree. I would compare Fever Tree to this. So if you want to use that. Boylan Heritage is really good. There's also Q Tonic. Q Tonic is very good. In my gin and tonics, I usually use Fever Tree, so I would highly recommend that. But this one's just as good. Boylan Heritage. Okay, and we'll add a couple of cocktail straws. So that is the Carcassonne cup, and it looks really interesting. We've never. Weeks using the blender. Sorry. I've never made this for a customer, so that means I've never actually tried it, and I'm actually really excited to try it. I love gin and tonics. I love lime and tonic water. It's a really good combo, so really excited to try that.
Sorry, I feel like I have more to say.
You can say whatever you want.
You're explaining it so well. I don't have any there's no gaps in my knowledge.
I don't know. You could just heckle me if you want.
Yeah, that was I didn't like that shake.
Boo!
Yeah.
You shake weird. All right, so I'm going to rinse my shaker out, and then we'll move on to the next cocktail. And like I said, if you want to order this drink, it is the Carcassonne Cup. toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. The caption's down below. And if you want to support your bartender directly, you can support me on Venmo at Stephen-Rubin. So let's move on to the next cocktail. I'll put the Toast Tab information back up. So in that way, you guys know where to order these drinks. So that was the Carcassonne Cup. Next, we're going to do the King Ludwig Sangria. Just going to rinse out the shaker real quick. Just got water in it. Let's shake it out. Okay. So put the big tin right there. Put the little tin right there. Going to sink off because water isn't free. All right, so the King Ludwig Sangria. As Carlin said earlier, shouting you out again, it's her favorite drink. This one is a really popular drink here. I see this drink all the time, and I've had it before. It's really good. So I would highly recommend this one. toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com, King Ludwig Sangria. So we're going to start off with the sangria glass, and we're going to use our big tin again. And we're going to start off with 1 ounce of orange juice. If you see me disappear from the camera for a minute, it's because I'm reading the recipe sheet. 1 ounce of orange juice. We're going to do, just to add some acidity, 1.5 ounces of lemon juice. And then we'll do another ounce of lime juice. So we'll do, so 1 ounce, 1.5 ounces. And then we'll do 1/2 ounce of this Monin raspberry syrup. The pump's not working, so I'm going to take the pump off real quick.
Did you use this? You cut an orange up and then just left it.
Oh, I'll take it. Yeah, I might want that. Thanks, Blake.
Uh-huh.
Hey, is there a lemon over there too?
Yeah, there's sure is one.
I'll take that too.
Oh, okay.
All right. I think I said 1 ounce. Yeah, 1/2 ounce. 1/2 ounce of the Monin simple syrup. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So we did 1 ounce of orange juice, 1.5 ounces of lemon juice, and then 1 ounce of lime juice. And then we did 1/2 ounce of this raspberry simple syrup from Monin. So, yeah. All right, and then we're going to shake this guy too. I'll be right back. Okay. Then we're going to give this a shake just to mix all the ingredients together.
Better this time.
What?
It's better this time.
Better this time? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Pour this in here. And then we're going to do a what's called a dirty pour. I think I've explained this one before. That's when you shake the ice in the shaker and you just pour the ice out in the glass with the drink. But you don't want to fill it all the way up. That should be good. Because we're going to top that off with ginger ale. There's that. And then we're going to take a lemon slice as well as an orange slice. Just put that right there. Hopefully it won't sink like it's doing right now. Just got to adjust these so they're kind of leaning on the glass. I got this, I promise. There we go.
Perfect.
All right. And that's the King Ludwig Sangria. So we have the Carcassonne Cup and the King Ludwig Sangria, both of which can be ordered on at the Castle Beverly, toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. Okay.
What is the Ludwig one named after?
You know, I honestly don't know. I think King Ludwig is like maybe a magic card or something. It's what? One more time? It's a King Ludwig? Oh! It's named after a board game. That makes sense. All right. So now we're going to do one that I came up with the other day. If you guys have come in during Halloween time, we have a cocktail special called the El Diablo. It's kind of like a margarita, but we replace the triple sec with a blackberry liqueur. That is an actual cocktail. Like, you can get that at pretty much any bar you go to. They'll know how to make it. I'm going to make a non-alcoholic version of that. So I'm going to clean out my shakers again, and then I'm going to show you guys how to make it. I'm going to rinse this out again. So in an El Diablo, it follows the sour template. If you remember from the first cocktail video I did on this, I did sours, like the whiskey sour, the margarita, and the Toronto sour. That's all a template for cocktails. For the sour template, you want 1 part sweet, 1 part sour to 2 parts boozy. We're eliminating the booze, so you really just want the 1 part sweet to 1 part sour, and then I'm going to add a little bit of spice to it to replace the booze. So let's get into it, I guess. We're going to start off with, where's my measuring cup? There it is. 1 ounce of lime juice. Right into the big shaker. Don't mind us, we're making popcorn in the background. And feel free to tell me if you guys can't hear me on the stream. I'll speak up. But all right, and now we're going to do 1 ounce of this Monin blackberry syrup. If you want to make this drink at home and you don't have, obviously, Monin or any other type of blackberry simple syrup, it's really easy to make. Just boil water, add sugar to that, and then get some blackberries, crush those up, and put that in as well, and you'll get a blackberry simple syrup. Oh, Tom, you made it! All right, and then we're going to add 1 ounce of the blackberry syrup. So yeah, if you want to make the syrup at home, just boil some water, put some sugar in the boiling water, and then crush up some blackberries, put that in there. You'll get the oils, you'll get the juices, and you'll have exactly this. So now that's all you need for that. So with that, I'm just going to shake it. Okay. And I accidentally grabbed a tiki mug. I meant to grab a rocks glass, so I'm going to grab another rocks glass. And we're going to fill this up with ice. And then we're going to shake this. Okay. Now, if you want to order this drink on the Toast Tab, same website, toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. I would hit on the link the Carcassonne cup, and then just type Virgin El Diablo in there. We have the El Diablo on the actual menu, so if you want an actual El Diablo, just do that. Okay. So just pour these into this shaker. We're not going to get a whole lot out of this. Just going to get just enough. Pour it out to about there. And then we're going to top that off with ginger beer. This will add the spice to it. Captain Eli's is what we're using right now. If you want something spicier, I would go with Main Root. Main Root has a very spicy and refreshing ginger beer. But Captain Eli's you can't go wrong with either. It's just as gingery, just not as spicy. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll just stir that up a little bit. And then this is what we do for the Halloween version. This part's completely optional, but I think this is really cool. What I have here is a empty bitters bottle that I filled up with black food coloring. So what we'll do is we'll unscrew that, and we'll just do a few dashes on top. Kind of give that Halloween-y vibe. And it just takes over the drink. If you still want... I did shake it. I like the color too. It's a really good color. And like if you have a Halloween party or even it doesn't even have to be during Halloween. We're not even anywhere near Halloween. I just really like this drink, especially during Halloween time, mostly because of the name, also because of the intense flavor. If you still, so with this drink, like I said, it's, and let me put the Toast Tab link back up. So with this drink, if you're going to make this boozy, the actual recipe for the drink is 1 ounce of lime juice, 1 ounce of blackberry liqueur, which we have here. Maybe later on, once we hit February, I'll show you guys how to make an actual El Diablo. And then 2 ounces of tequila. If you want that tequila flavor in the non-alcoholic version, you could just use agave syrup. It has that tequila flavor and the spice from the ginger. You won't even know that you're not drinking an alcoholic El Diablo. So we have the Carcassonne Cup, King Ludwig Sangria, and the Virgin El Diablo. So we're going to try all of them, and then I'll make my recommendations, tell you which one's my favorite, tell you which one's my least favorite. I mean, they're all probably going to be good. They're all going to be good, but I'll tell you which one's my favorite, and then I'll tell you what spirits would probably go best in each of these, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, everyone has a different opinion. All right. So we're going to try the Carcassonne Cup first.
But I want to know what you think. Everyone has their opinion. I want your opinion.
You want my opinion?
Yeah.
This is really good. Actually, that's really good.
Is that the Carcassonne Cup?
That's the Carcassonne Cup. So if you like, do you drink, Ben?
Not really.
Not really. Have you ever had a gin and tonic?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah. If you like gin and tonics, you'll like this. And if you want to put a spirit in it, put gin in it. So
Oh, yeah.
Gin and tonics are one of my go-tos. So this one's already one of my favorites. You could also probably get away with putting a white rum in there. Vodka, obviously, if you like vodka tonics. But I would probably put gin in there. So we'll move on to the King Ludwig Sangria. That one's really good too. This one is a lot less tart than this one. It doesn't have those bitter quinine notes from the tonic water.
That's the really popular one, right?
This is the most popular mocktail we have.
What is it?
The King Ludwig's. If you're gonna make this boozy, I would probably put rum in it, maybe even tequila. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else Blake's gonna try. You want to try the Carcassonne Cup too?
Sure.
Cool. We'll have a second opinion. Isn't that
Very
good? Yeah. That one's just like lemonade. And this is the Carcassonne Cup.
Ooh,
Yeah, right?
that's also good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd recommend gin for this guy. And this one is actually kind of tiki-ish. So you could probably get away with putting like a dark rum in there. Like maybe just float like a Myers Dark on top. 151 if you're feeling spicy. So if you want to order either of these drinks, they're already on the menu, toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. If you want to support me directly, my Venmo link is right here. Oh, there we go. You can support me on Venmo at Steven-Rudin. All right. So those were the two Castle mocktails. Now we're going to try the Virgin El Diablo. I've had an El Diablo before, so let's see if it does. I literally came up with this recipe like 3 days ago, and I haven't even tried it. So this is the first time we're seeing it. If you want to purchase this drink, hit Carcassonne Cup when you select the menu item, and then in the notes just hit just say like El Diablo, Virgin El Diablo. I'll know what you want. That one is really good. It tastes just like an El Diablo. It just doesn't have that like warmth that the booziness offers, but you still get warmth from the ginger beer. I think it would do really well with a spicier ginger beer. We also have this Bitterman's Hellfire Shrub. It does contain alcohol, so in the spirit of dry January, I didn't add any in there. But you could probably get away with putting these in here, and it wouldn't make a difference anyway. Like, it's 44% alcohol by volume, but you're only using a few drops, so you're not really making it alcoholic. It's just adding flavor, and the alcohol acts more as a preservative. So if you can get your hands on these Hellfire Habanero Shrub, that would probably go really well in here too. So I guess I have to pick out my favorite. That one's really, I love ginger beer, so this one is really good. Obviously, if you want to make this, if you want to make this one boozy, just make a normal El Diablo. If you don't like tequila, rum would be good. Hi, Tom. I'm gonna embarrass Tom for a second. I'm gonna show his comment. He just said mix, and he's sitting right there. You could have just told me.
I wanted to start something.
Fair enough. But if you don't like tequila, if you're not that big of a tequila person, you could probably get away with just using the creme de cassis, which is the blackberry liqueur. Honestly, you could probably get away with putting a whiskey in here. It would taste kind of like a summery whiskey smash. Oh, you want me to make a King's Cup? You want me to like? Okay. All right, I did this the first episode. We'll do that in a second. I just gotta pick out which one's my favorite. This one's probably my favorite. Not gonna lie. Actually, you know what? Not gonna lie, these two are pretty much tied. This one has a really overpowering flavor. This one's really, really flavorful. I would probably be more apt to get this one, but this one is a very close. Like these two are pretty much equal in my eye. This one's really good, but it's got that. It's just juice and syrup to me, so it's really good, but it's just a little like out of the three, this one's probably the sweetest, and I'm not a big sweet person, so these two are probably my favorites, and then this one would be my second favorite if I'm tying these two. So if you want to order any of these, toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com, which I'll put that link up again. And I'm being told to do the King's Cup again, which I did the first stream we did. That's when I take all three cocktails and just mix them. If you guys tip your bartender, I'll mix them. You can support me directly, Venmo at Steven-Rudin. And if you like what you see, I'll be here again next week, and I'll be doing more mocktails. So if I'm going to mix them, I guess I need the Smoke and Dagger mug because that's the biggest mug we have. And since I'm doing the King's Cup, yeah, tip your bartender. All right, here we go. Should I put the garnishes in there too? Just kind of like pour them in?
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right, so we'll start with the El Diablo. It's more like a deep blue than anything else. We're gonna need to make room for the. It's fine. Oh, nailed it!
Oh my god.
Pardon me, we're having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's this week's King's Cup.
That's a good color.
That is a very good color. You know what? Toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. Type in King's Cup.
And you can have this very drink.
And you can have this exact drink. That'll be tonight's special. So this is this week's King's Cup. Toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. And I guess if you're going to order this, select
No, don't make us do that.
2 Carcassonne cups.
No.
Only if you're gonna stay here all night.
You have to enter a special
Yeah, I'm not
code.
making that.
Blake's making it.
Blake's not
Blake called dibs. If they're going to pay for it, you got to make it. All right. It does look really cool, and I'm really excited to try it. It's just juice, ginger syrup, and ginger beer and ginger ale.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're halfway through dry week, so not dry week, dry month. Oh crap, it's a month. Cheers. He said begrudgingly.
Yeah, cheers to being a month.
I got to mix it up a little more. All I got was Carcassonne cup. All I got was Carcassonne cup. Take 2. Here we go. It's like a novelty drink.
It's not real.
Like, yeah, it doesn't exist. I've transcended my taste buds to another reality.
This is what like Nuka-Cola tastes like. Have you found like fake soft drink?
This is it. Yep. This is Nuka-Cola.
Yes.
That's the name of this drink. What was the up? There was another one.
In the Fallout universe?
I think so.
Sunset.
Sunset Sarsaparilla.
Yeah, Sunset
Sunset Sarsaparilla. That's
That's
not no.
specifically New Vegas.
That's more like root beer though.
Yeah.
So we're not. Yeah. All right. Nuka-Cola. It's like one of those blue drinks you buy at Chili's.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like, but it has a little bit of burn from the ginger beer. So I like it a lot. If you were gonna put booze in this, I would just go rum It's basically a tiki drink at this point. Fusion Cola.
Fusion cola?
That's what Ellie just said. Fusion Cola. I'm putting that comment up. That's what we'll call this. Fusion Cola. All right. Well, again, if you want to order any of these drinks, including the King's Cup,
Not including the big stuff.
toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. And if you want to tip your bartender, you can support me directly at my Venmo at Stephen-Rudin. Thank you again for joining me, and we'll see you next week with 3 more mocktails.
Fusion cola.
Bye.
Consumable item in Fallout